Hi, thanks for joining me for another edition of the Bell Video Blog. I'm Eric with Bell Performance. Today we're going to talk about the Outdoor Power Equipment Institute, the OPEI, and their Look Before You Pump campaign. The OPEI's Look Before You Pump campaign. What that relates to, this is a campaign that the outdoor power equipment folks started to try and educate and remind consumers about the fact that they need to put the right kind of fuel in their small engines. Now, by the right kind of fuel, what they're talking about is the growing availability of 15% ethanol fuel, E15. And there is still a great deal of consumer confusion over whether they can put E15 into any kind of engine or vehicle that they want. Can they put it in their boat? Can they put it in their car? If they can put it in their car, what kind of car? Are there certain kinds of cars they should not put it in? And that, of course, begs the question of lawnmowers, small engines, weed whackers, things like that. Is there anything that they shouldn't put it in? Now, if you talk about the law states that E15 is not approved for off-road uses, which means boats. It's not approved to be used in small engines and lawnmowers and such, and it's not approved to be used in cars made after 2001 to 2003. But a lot of people don't know that, and so the Outdoor Power Equipment Institute recognizes that the typical person, they're going to pull up to their gas station, and if they're in a state that offers E15, let's say in the Midwest, then they're going to see the sticker saying contains up to 15% ethanol. They're going to whip out their gas can. They might fill up their car first. Then they're going to take their gas can. They're going to fill it up with E15. They're going to take it home. They're going to put it in their lawnmower because that's what they've always done, right? And those people run the very substantial risk of basically destroying that lawnmower over time, and suddenly they've got a lawnmower that doesn't work, and they got to spend money to place it, and they're mad, and they're bemoaning the ethanol industry and anybody that listens to them. So what the OPEI wants to do is to make sure that people are clear on the right kind of fuel for them to put in, and so they started this campaign. Now, on the face of it, you would think that a campaign that speaks, or rather tries to get consumers to do the right thing that will work in their lawnmower, you'd think that would be a good thing for everybody involved. But as typically happens with this kind of thing, some of the players are unhappy about this campaign. Specifically, of course, the ethanol industry. The ethanol industry and folks like the Renewable Fuels Association, they're kind of mad and they're critical about the OPEI's program or campaign because they say that it unfairly singles out E15. They say, well, a consumer could just as easily put any kind of wrong fuel in their lawnmower. Why are you singling out E15? And now, from Bell Performance's perspective, that kind of I don't want to say begs the question, but it's kind of irrelevant because no matter if you're singling out E15 or E85 or telling someone not to put diesel fuel in their lawnmower rather, the fact still remains that they can't put E15. So why not have a campaign that tells people don't put E15 in your lawnmower? It's kind of like saying it's kind of like telling a state trooper, well, if you're not going to pull over the guy going 71 in a 65, you shouldn't pull over the guy doing 75 in a 65. They're both speeding, so they can both get pulled over, right? So, the Look Before You Pump campaign has gotten some buy-in from some pretty substantial players. If you go to Walmart, if you go to Lowe's, and if you go to like a True Value Hardware, those are three obviously large national players that have bought into this and if you look in their lawn care sections where they sell their lawnmowers and that kind of equipment, you can see that they're putting notices up in-store signage and notices to kind of notify people about this problem, try and spread consumer awareness. And we think that this is a great thing. At Bell Performance, we make things like we make Mixco small engine, we make ethanol defense, which, both of them are designed to do good things in ethanol and eliminate a lot of the ill effects. But in the end, we want people's lawnmowers to last, and we don't want people putting the wrong kind of fuel in their lawnmowers. So we say good on the OPEI for having this campaign, and great job by Walmart and Lowe's and other people to help to spread consumer awareness. So remember, if you're taking your gas can or your lawnmower or piece of small equipment to be fueled up, look before you pump. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for joining me. I am Eric with Bell Performance. Check us out on the web at bellperformance.com and wefixfuel.com. Again, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.